All right, brothers, this week on Lazyboys Night, we're doing something special. I'm not going to keep doing a Hulk Hogan impression because I can't pull it off. I really can't. I don't have the arms.
It's Doomania!
It's Doomania. Actually, this episode's got nothing to do with wrestling. First, we got these t-shirts because these represent two of our fallen stars of 2025. Yeah. And that's what we're talking about tonight, the fallen stars of 2025, right after this.
Chosen path, two mates on the lounge with stories untold, chatting about movies worth more than gold, food escapades and opinions so true, just two good fellas seeing life through, their banter and wisdom a comforting sound, no pretense, no drama, just solid common ground. These are the channels, the ones I adore, guiding my screen, always wanting more. Shredding guitars to laughter and chat. My favorite YouTube, that's where it's at.
That's Dude.
That's Dude.
And welcome to Lazyboys Night. Oh, yeah. Oh.
I shouldn't be laughing. This is a super serious episode.
It is. You know what? You still got to enjoy life. You still got to smile.
This is a celebration of life episode.
This is right. And we're doing that with Caledon Hills Strong and Free Maple Brown Ale.
Wow.
Oh, smell that.
Ale.
Smell that.
Can you...
Cheers, brother.
I'll say it's not the wrong wrestler. Can you smell what the Hulk is cooking? Cheers.
Oh, damn, that's good.
That went right down my throat.
That's where liquids usually go down your throat.
That's a weird place, man. I usually get it right in the lungs.
Oh, this is a damn fine beer.
That's a nice taste.
Yeah,
right?
Caledon
The maple's
Hills,
there, but it's not dominating. It's not overwhelming.
It's a maple brown ale, very beautifully done. Good job. Nice little Canadian tribute, because some of our fallen stars this year are, of course, Canadian stars, and we'll mention that whenever we can.
Yeah.
But there's so many of them. 2025 was a brutal year. It reminded me of 2016. Remember when we lost so many big names in 2016?
It's weird, Al. You have certain years that are so much more. They're always impactful, but some years, for some reason, and then usually it's almost like it hits almost like in threes. It goes boom, boom.
Yeah.
What the hell's
you mean
going on?
That guy.
And then it goes by. Okay, this person leaves us, this person, then goes boom, boom, boom again. I'm like, what the hell, man?
Anyway, there are so many of them.
Anyway.
Well, I think what I want to say is I want to talk about them all, but we can't talk about them all.
Oh, we cannot.
So, we're just going to take a moment of silence here.
I like that.
And Dude's going to scroll by, not an exhaustive list, but a substantial list of people who influenced us.
Cheers to you.
Now, of course, this list is not complete. We salute you.
We salute you.
But we did decide to narrow it down to 12 names that were particularly impactful or influential for us growing up, or even recently, and not just on us. I mean, society in general. These are names that everybody went, yeah, that was a star.
Yeah.
Whether it's a modern star or a classic star, these people were stars in their own rights. Who do you want to start us off with, Dude?
I want to break the ice with asking you a question. What the hell is that?
Well, the shirt
tag. It's been bugging me, man.
See, on the shirt it says "Do not remove this tag," so I'm leaving it there.
Okay, sure. I'm trying to be like in the moment, like a celebration of life.
I'm a law-abiding dude. It says "Do not remove the tag." I'm not removing the tag. It's like if you check out my mattress, the tags are still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm good now. It's like, what the hell? Come on. Okay.
All right.
So we don't always have to be super serious, right? Like I said, this is a celebration of life. We're celebrating very specific people that have left us last year, that have marked us in one way or another. And the very first person I want to talk about is Gene Hackman.
Oh.
Right?
Gene Hackman
Phenomenal
was,
actor.
for decades.
I feel like he's been in our lives forever, man. That's to me, when actors like that leave, it's like, I don't remember life without you.
He did retire after, I think the last movie he did was called Welcome to Mooseport, and that was about 10 years ago, something like that. With Ray
Holy
Romano.
jeez. Yes! That
Yeah.
was, oh, man.
He retired after
Really?
that one.
He retired?
But-
No wonder he retired.
Yeah, but this is a man who's been around since the 60s
Oh, yeah.
as an A-lister actor.
The French Connection,
Oh
that's
my
when he
God.
really got started.
That's the one that made you go
That's the
whoosh.
movie that made him a movie star.
Yeah.
To me, anyways.
No,
And
no,
it's
no,
like-
I agree.
And then the fact that he ends up being Lex Luthor in Superman.
I know.
Come on, with
My
Chris
favorite
Reeve.
film, he was Lex Luthor, and he was just brilliant at
That's
it. It
wild,
was a very
man.
comic booky version compared to others,
But he did
he
fine.
played it so
Played
damn
it
well,
well,
and you
man.
believed him.
And it's
He-
like,
oh.
there's so many, like, honestly, if we would scroll all the movies he's been in, people would actually be surprised at
Oh, yeah.
looking at all the different titles.
Extensive list. Extensive
But
list.
this man had a massive impact on cinema, and he always brought a certain intensity to his.
What was that, the
but then-
Western he was in where he was...
with Clint Eastwood, man?
it was Unforgiven, yeah.
It was Unforgiven.
It was Unforgiven, yeah.
Yes, he was the sheriff in Unforgiven.
That's what it was.
That's that kind of intensity.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
even the basketball movie Hoosiers.
Hoosiers, yeah. Hoosiers.
Hoosiers.
Yeah, Hoosiers is a
It's Bobby
Canadian
Darin
version, eh?
McKenzie.
Eh?
Hoosiers.
Hoosiers.
Yeah. Anyways, but that kind of, he's the kind of actor, if you need to have him either star in or opposite another strong actor,
Oh.
bring in Gene Hackman.
He
Oh.
brought every scene, and he was versatile too.
Yep.
He was versatile. He could play serious. He could play funny. He could play off others and not steal the spotlight and still be memorable. Truly a gifted performer. Next
You wanna
on our
cheers
list,
every single
we're gonna
person?
cheers them all.
We're gonna
We are.
cheers them
We're gonna
all.
cheers them all.
Cheers, Gene Hackman. This is to you, brother.
Next on my list, sadly, a talented actor who wound up getting throat cancer, and it really impacted his last years. Although he did act in a major blockbuster, he only had one line, I think, but he was still because of the throat. I'm talking about Val Kilmer.
Oh, Val.
Val Kilmer.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is Iceman from Top Gun.
Yeah.
This is Jim Morrison from The Doors. This is I forget his name in Top Secret.
Top Secret.
Top
oh,
Secret.
Yeah.
That was his
oh,
first
yeah.
Real Genius.
Comedy, Real Genius. What was the one? Was it Tombstone?
Tombstone. Yeah, he was Doc Holliday in
Yes.
Tombstone. Oh,
Played an awesome
the
Doc
scene
Holliday,
I loved in
man.
Doc Holliday is when Michael Biehn, whips out the guns, all these flippy things, all cool, and Val Kilmer he's got his cup, he just puts it down, and he takes out his gun and just starts slowly, and it's just flopping there, and he's like, It's just like, I don't have to impress you, and it was just so funny. The delivery, he was just so damn cool. And he appeared in Top Gun Maverick. He was in, I think he was in, cameo role. I think he's an admiral or general or something at that point. What does the Air Force have? Anyways, he's
have no
high ranking, and he actually had one line that he had to speak like this because he's.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, and that was one of his last appearances. But
one of the coolest things he's done.
He was also Batman.
Yeah, as well, and he played an awesome Batman. I thought he did a great job.
It was a script problem.
No. At the end, anyways, Batman movies. We've talked about Batman movies.
Yeah.
But he actually had a documentary out where even from his early days, he would bring a camera, like a camcorder, on set.
Yeah.
It has all of these recordings, man, from like back in the day, from behind the scenes, all that stuff, and it was an awesome
I think some really cool footage to see,
He
because
has some
you're like,
awesome,
this is the
nobody
behind
else
the
was
scenes,
doing that. He was one of the first, like the big ass ones. Like,
Oh yeah, camcorders are huge back
yeah,
then.
but then out the smaller ones. But he would record, and he had apparently so much footage, and just to pick some for this special for this.
I'll have to check that out. You know what's called? Dude,
do your job, please.
There you go.
And I believe it's on Prime. But anyways, you already know, right? Go check it out. It's worth checking out. If you're a Val Kilmer fan, or even a fan of the movies, he was like these epic movies, man. Huge film guy. It's unreal.
What? Val?
Yep. Well, we salute
salute
you.
you. I gotta take smaller sips. It's a long list.
Speaking of beer,
Oh,
our third person to leave us, and we talked about him. We had a whole episode about him. We're talking about George Wendt.
he's that
Norm!
influential. We still have to talk about him.
Yeah. So Norm from Cheers. Again, you saw the pop-up. Go check out that episode where we talk about him. But he had, as soon as he left us, we contacted each other, and it was an immediate. We
got to do an episode, a tribute
an
episode
just for him, because he was such an important person. Oddly enough, in the show, sarcasm and drinking beer, and I'm like, dude, that's us.
He was an icon of the 80s.
Yeah,
A true icon.
huge. So definitely, still miss you. We'll miss you forever. Thanks for the laughs, 100%. Like I said, we've already go check out the full episode where we talk about him.
Speaking of another icon, she was more of an icon from the 70s.
Here's dude.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. My apologies, George. I've sinned. I got excited about the segue. Speaking of icons, she was an icon in the 70s. One of the biggest TV shows of all times was MASH, which ran from, I believe, 71 to 83.
It was a long-running show.
Yeah, something like that. Loretta Swit, who played Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan on the show.
Yeah.
What I loved about her is she started off on the show as forgive the language, she was a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
She was an uptight bitch, but as the show progressed, she insisted on not being a two-dimensional character and brought more depth to the character, and she became an important and lovable part of the ensemble here. I mean, they all loved her as an actress, but the character was not liked at first. But the character became beloved, and she was truly an icon. She was a sex symbol, but she was intelligent. She was a nurse who kept her shit together during the war, and the doctors could not do what they could do without her.
Well, she was a major too.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
She was in charge of all the nurses, and it's funny that you're mentioning that transition that happened, because I mean, it's the shortest war and the longest TV show on the. It's like
the Korean War lasted what, 4 years?
4 years.
The show lasted 11 years. It's all set in Korean War.
So I'm thinking, okay, but her whole transition, the fact that she recognized, when it went beyond the 4 years, it's like, okay, I need to bring it down, because we have the two main characters that are constantly goofing off and doing practical jokes and all this stuff. You had the entire serious side when they actually did surgery, when they were dealing with certain situations.
Loss and war and all that.
So she didn't have to have that seriousness all the time. She needed times where she could actually break from that as well. And it's cool to see that character developed that way, and she played it so well. She actually, I can't remember if she was nominated or she received.
I think she's won. I think she. think she's won.
I'm pretty sure she's won.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
Supporting,
she's
best
been
supporting
nominated.
Actress. Oh, absolutely.
A bunch of times.
Yep.
I want to say she was nominated at least 5 times. At least 5,
well,
maybe 6 times.
Well, dude will have the stats, but I'm pretty sure she won an Emmy.
But that's
for
huge.
her
The
role.
fact that she was recognized for playing that role in a situation
and it was
like
well
that.
deserved too.
Yeah, and if you're looking at a cast that was predominantly a male cast,
well, they were all male.
Yeah, you had the supporting, like the other nurses and things like that.
Occasional day players, but she was the only real
lead
cast
female, and she held her own big time
against comedy geniuses of the day.
You know what was awesome about that character as well? Because you mentioned at the beginning that she was, the term sexy. She was hot lips Houlihan.
She was a sex symbol. She was a very attractive woman.
She's very attractive, but I love the way that they continue developing her character. That's a real role for a woman to play, where you are crazy, like super intelligent. This woman, like the character itself that she was playing, the actress as well. But to be that strong-willed, that strong physically, to be able to cope with those stupid hours that they had to do for surgery and everything else, and supporting the doctors and having that knowledge, but still having her role as a major in the army. And
she was a strong, she was a well-written,
and
strong female character.
Hot, man. She didn't shy away by the fact that she was a woman and she was beautiful, and it was back in those days.
She was a well-written, strong female character that was a rarity in those days. Next.
So,
no. Loretta.
We salute you.
We do.
So our next one is Michael Madsen.
Oh, this is
anything special to say about Michael Madsen?
Michael Madsen, I think, was one of Tarantino's favorite actors, because
he's
been in so many different Tarantino films. You might recognize him as Mr. Blonde from Reservoir Dogs.
So the scene when they're in the warehouse, Reservoir Dogs, and he turns the radio and he turns on a specific song.
Stuck in the middle with you.
We can't play it here because we get dinged. But when he starts dancing, he takes out the razor blade, and that crazy macho, like even before you get to that point, he's the loose cannon in the group, right? He's the one that starts shooting the cops and everything else, and he's just insane. He's the one that actually kidnaps a cop, throws him in the trunk. But
there's no movie without Mr. Blonde.
No, because and even his attitude, he played that like.
Oh yeah.
If he would have been plucked from as an actual gangster and just to be in that movie, I would believe that as well, because he played that role so well. But every other role that Quentin had him do,
he's been in Once Upon a Time in America. He's been in The Hateful Eight. He's been in
oh my God,
Kill Bill.
Kill Bill movies. Yes.
Yeah,
he's one of the I can't remember what his serpent name is, but they all have assassin names, and he's one of the assassins. He's one of the major assassins.
So he's a Tarantino favorite, and for good reason.
Yeah.
For good reason. He is a believable badass.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If he were a real person, very cool badass.
Cool, man.
If you met him in real life and he was pissed against you, you'd be like, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble. Yeah. He was Michael?
Yeah. No, for sure. He to me is when you have like Clint Eastwood type.
Oh yeah.
Cool as a cucumber, kind of badass.
He's in that list for sure.
Yeah. Cheers to you.
Our next was cool in a different way. If you grew up in the if you were a kid or a teenager in the 80s, you watched the Cosby Show. We all watched the Cosby Show.
It was the #1 show on TV, man.
It was the #1 show, and he played the eldest son, Theo. We're talking Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah.
Theo, I was a little younger than him, but not by much. And
he was close enough, like. He was the older brother.
Yeah.
Right? So he was close enough in age that it would be the brother that you can't hang out with, but you can. He's still in.
But you relate to what he's going, and you're like, is this going to happen to me in high school? Because there was a lot of that going on. But he was the relatable kid going through struggles in high school, but not like the over dramatic TV struggles y'all's always seen. It was just like what real life actually is, where your biggest concern is like, okay, you know, my shirt looks ugly at school, and the girl I want to ask out is just not interested. And it sounds cliche, it sounds stupid, it sounds cheesy, but you know what? That's what most of high school was for most of us.
Yeah,
we were just trying to get by.
Too, man. And I can always remember there was one scene in particular where you have his dad, played by Bill Cosby. He He's horrible at school. His parents are on his case all the time. He wants to quit high school and get a job.
The whole thing with the money. Oh, the punchline. Yeah.
So his dad takes out Monopoly money. He goes, okay, how much, what's your job or something like that? And oh my God, this has been years, so I'm just trying to remember.
So basically, he gives him a weekly
paycheck.
salary.
Yeah.
Paycheck.
So how much do you think your job is worth?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say for argument's sake, he says like $300. Okay, so $300. So he's like, I'm rich. I got $300 a week.
You be Bill, I'll be Malcolm.
So he has all the money. Oh, so you're gonna live somewhere because you're not living here. That's $100. That's rent.
Yeah.
He's going, okay, I still got $200. You plan on eating because you're not eating here.
Yeah.
That's $50.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm okay. So you plan on having a girlfriend?
No, not yet. He says, a car?
Oh,
He's like,
jeez,
yeah. So he takes away money and says, I'll take the public transit. He said, boom, and he takes a bit of money back. He's like, I still got $35 left.
Do you have a girlfriend? Do you plan on having a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Frank.
And he's got no money left.
But just the way he played it was unreal.
That was
but
funny.
What was nice about this character is when the show first started off, they had him be more of a, I wouldn't say, he wasn't a dummy. He was just, what would you call it? Oh my God, Bart Simpson was always compared to this a low achiever or
an underachiever.
Underachiever. So he was an underachiever. He couldn't be bothered with it, and he just didn't want to have anything to do with anything. So they had major issues with this, and as the character developed, and at one point he decided, at some point he wanted to go to college, and he wanted to so he got his life together, but just the buildup of it, of where he wanted to go, and the fact that he wanted to be in a situation where he could help other kids that were a little bit like, just the
he found his groove, and it wasn't traditional school, and that was okay.
But we're talking about the character, but him playing that, he was a great actor, man. He played it very, very well.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Malcolm,
here's to you. Cheers. Oh, we didn't even touch. Cheers. Oh!
That's our next one.
The Prince of Darkness.
Ozzy!
We actually had an episode on Ozzy Osbourne as well, because it was impactful. It was unreal how much that hit me hard, man.
Ozzy is the godfather of heavy metal.
Yeah.
And he's a pioneer in music. It was respected, and despite all the stories about biting heads off bats and stuff, the man was beloved. He was an icon, and the world cried when Ozzy died.
Oh man, it destroyed so many people. And if you're talking about like just the rock industry, the heavy metal industry, just music in general, and people that listen to music, people that play music, people in bands, people that are well known across the world were in mourning. This was a huge deal.
And even if you weren't into metal, it didn't matter. Everybody
knew him.
Everybody
Which
knew
is the
who Ozzy
weirdest
was.
thing, right? It's like, even like you're saying, even if you weren't a heavy metal fan, most people knew Crazy Train. You know, most people know Mama, I'm Coming Home.
I will say, I would see some of the younger generations, they knew him from the Osbournes.
Yeah, there's that
and
too.
And they're like, they were like, oh, he was a singer. It's
like no, what? When did Ozzy become an actor? So what the hell is that going on here? But we got to know him and his family, so I think there's part of that. If he wouldn't have done that reality show, I think there would be just as many people that would be missing him.
Because the music impact was so huge.
There's even more people
that
were fans of the show that discovered him in that show. So that was huge, and it was a big loss. So again, we did an entire episode on him. If you want a great, what would I call it? Retrospective, or just a look at, or no, I should say, hearing
I know where you're going with this.
What Ozzy's life was about. Go check out Cold 80, The Darker Days. He did a whole
here's
song.
Here's the song title. Go to this link.
Go check it out. Do yourself a favor. If you're an Ozzy fan, go check that out. It's absolutely worth it, right?
Ozzy.
Oh, yeah. Salute you.
So we just did your shirt. We're gonna do mine. Right away, we got these shirts from.
Oh, we got these shirts were actually gifted to us for this very special episode.
Mm-hmm.
So a fan of ours that we haven't heard from in a while, but I know she's still watching. Natalie from Montreal.
Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you very, very much.
And so, as you've guessed, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Who was a huge figure in the sports industry,
Oh,
primarily
geez, man.
the WWE, that was originally known as the WWF.
That's where
Back in the 80s, we knew it from as the WWF, and Hulk Hogan was like the reigning heavyweight champ of the world for such a long time. Occasionally he'd lose the belt, but he'd always get it back. He
got me, and you know what? Hulk Hogan, he was the main reason why during my teen years, I watched wrestling like you wouldn't. Like I was obsessed with wrestling in the 80s. Man,
we all were.
It was the thing. Like we didn't have superhero movies. We had wrestling.
We had wrestling, and these were big guys who did their own stunts, basically.
Like every Saturday, it was an epic moment.
I will admit
I know
that
it's
as
still
a kid,
popular today, but 80s. Nothing will ever compare to
I will admit, as a kid, I didn't realize that wrestling was staged, and I thought these were real. And spoiler alert, it's entertainment.
Athletes.
But they are athletes nonetheless, because to do what they did...
Jeez, man.
I remember there was this crazy, I think it was WrestleMania 3. It was Randy Macho Man Savage versus...
Wasn't 3 as the one with Mr. T? He teamed up with Mr. T and was after Rocky or whatever.
Randy Macho Man Savage versus, I believe it was Jake the Snake.
Okay.
And the match lasted like over a half hour. And they were exhausted in the ring, and it was just like, and people were going nuts, and you got him pinned, he gets out, and they just kept milking it.
Like how much stamina you have to have to last.
But Hulk was...
Thunder Lips.
Hulk was basically the Superman of wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
He was the big guy, the one we all looked up to. He had his thing. He had his little Hulkamaniacs with him, and he called him "Hey brother" and all this.
He still does it, "Hey brother."
He did some movies. Granted, as an actor, Mr. Nanny and these things. He was in Rocky 3.
You'll know,
But
most people from Rocky 3, when Sylvester Stallone got him, he says, "I want that guy in the movie."
Yeah.
And as soon as he stepped into the ring, and you realized,
because Stallone's not a tall man, and Hulk was he was a Hulk.
Yeah.
His real name was Terrence Hogan, I think. It was Terrence, but his
you've
nickname,
got so much to do.
His nickname was Hulk, and for a good reason.
Yeah.
And
but if you want to know more about him, there's a Netflix special about Hulk Hogan. His journey, how he became who he was, 100% worth it, man. If you really want to know about this guy, if you don't even know anything about him, it's still an awesome documentary because you get to see the early years of wrestling, how it was split up in different divisions throughout the United States, and with his help was to amalgamate everything
and create an empire,
big epic.
And they did. They succeeded.
Oh yeah, it was huge. And I remember, like, my grandfather was a huge wrestling fan, but old school. It was like from like the Quebec wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
Madame Gachon. Les frères. Oh my God. Anyways, I'm trying to remember the name, but Rougeau. Yes, that's my dudes here.
Yeah.
So yeah, les frères Rougeau. Anyways, it was just he loved that so much. So I grew up. Like every Saturday morning when we would stay over at my grandparents' place with my grandfather, that's where he would watch. So I was always into it because he was into it. But then when that stuff started off and with Hulk Hogan and everything else, I'm like,
it was electrifying.
Man, you just kicked this up
it became
notches.
A circus
of
like, wow.
Yeah, it was just unreal.
All right,
Hulk. Here's to you, brother.
Now, that was mine. The next one's yours.
The next
I introduced Hulk, so you introduce the next one.
So the next one didn't have a massive career, but had the time that she was on in the spotlight
She was
in Hollywood.
She was the
girl.
it girl. Oh yeah.
So we're talking about Lonnie Anderson.
Oh,
Lonnie
Miss Jennifer
Anderson.
Marlowe.
Yeah. From WKRP in Cincinnati, the TV show. Lonnie Anderson is from first episode.
Oh yeah.
The entire world fell in love with this woman.
Absolutely, and
She was like the Marilyn Monroe of TV.
she was.
It was unreal.
And she was also married to Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, they
back
got
then,
married
who was
later
the
on, yeah.
big A-lister.
That couple was
The power couple
Yeah,
of the 80s.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like if you're thinking about when they got together, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yeah.
If some of you remember how epic that was and how they were on covers of everything and everybody was talking about them.
Brangelina, yeah, this was basically...
Burt Reynolds and Lonnie Anderson were the it couple big time.
They were.
But the role that she played was, she was a secretary.
No, she was the receptionist.
Receptionist, that's true. There's correction.
And she is a gorgeous.
I love how you moved
blonde.
up, eh?
Oh yeah.
Do you think
Oh, I'm a fan.
He's a fan.
She's a gorgeous blonde receptionist, but
Crazy smart, man.
she's the one who runs the station.
She runs the
basically.
actual place, so everybody
But
else.
she runs it by running the other people.
Yeah.
They do
but
the work,
she's
but
the
she's
puppet
the
master.
Oh yeah.
No,
She's totally the puppet master.
But watching her play that role as the puppet master,
Yeah.
even with the station manager, with the station owner,
But she always played it
everybody.
so sweet. There was never anything insidious about it. She was just like, oh, this is happening. She'd do her little thing, and it resolved just while she's sitting in her decks, and everybody thinks they did the stuff, but no. It was Jennifer Marlowe.
But even like the owner, which wasn't really
Mrs.
the
Carlson.
owner, yeah, but her son.
Oh, Mr. Carlson, the station manager.
He was the
He was the manager.
The program manager was Andy.
Andy was the program
Station
manager.
manager. So the owner, which is the mother of the manager, she absolutely adored her because she
She was
knew
a strong woman.
she knew as a businesswoman
Yeah.
that the only reason why this thing was working was because of her.
Oh yeah.
And they had that. I love the instead of hating her or having this classic female.
No. There was a respect
there was
dynamic there.
100% respect dynamic, and that added so much to it.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, it was very rare to see women in those positions,
And
in those
especially
roles.
someone as beautiful as she was,
Yeah.
you would expect the stereotypical dumb blonde receptionist
throws you
who's
off.
basically sleeping with the boss.
Yeah.
And it was nothing like that. And
No.
you were like, what?
No.
And that's what made her character so enticing.
Exactly. But
Bonnie?
she played it so well. She didn't do. I'm not aware of very many other roles that she did. She did try to break out into film. It didn't translate well, but her as an actress and the role, the epic role she did play, unforgettable.
Yeah.
Absolutely unforgettable. And
Lonnie,
for that,
we salute
so
you.
you.
This next one on the list is was a big loss for me personally. Terrence Stamp.
Who is Terrence
Who
Stamp?
is Terrence Stamp? He's not the name you're going to think of right away.
No,
But Terrence Stamp is probably best known for playing General Zod on Superman and mainly Superman 2.
Yeah.
The gravitas this man brought to everything he did. He wasn't a particularly large man. I mean, he wasn't a puny man by any means, but he wasn't a big man. But his presence, when he's there as General Zod and he says, kneel before Zod, you are like, yes, sir. How you right away, sir? And it was just he had such a commanding presence. You believed this man would rule the planet, given the chance.
What episode did we talk about? Did we do? Yeah, because we did the best Supermans.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Right? So we have it. Go check this episode.
And we talked about him as
Zod.
Zod.
Yeah, we talked about him and
But
how
he was also
amazed
in
we
Priscilla
are.
Queen of the Desert as a drag
Yes.
queen, which was brilliant because you're like, this is a very serious gravitas man,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, he's this drag queen just living large, and you're like, holy crap, the man
That's the
was
same
a
guy.
I know, you're like,
he's like so extreme.
No.
And that's when you can tell when you have a great actor in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
Is when you
The
can
range.
see different roles like that, and you're going, how is this even possible? And even the fact that having the guts to take on roles like that
Yep.
are so polar opposites constantly.
That's a great actor.
Wow, that's amazing.
Now, the reason it was personal to me is, and I've mentioned this in many of our episodes, the Superman movie is my favorite movie, but it was also the first movie I saw as a kid in theaters. But the Superman
and it's your
1 movie...
comfort movie
Yeah.
as well.
But in the first
you've only
movie...
mentioned it 28
I'm trying to make a point
times.
here.
Yeah, 28
In the
times.
first movie, the opening scene is actually of Zod and his associates breaking into and getting captured by the Council of Krypton
They're
or whatever.
trying to get away from the hula hoop.
But he's the first person you see.
Yeah.
He's the first face I've ever seen on the big screen. And it's
The first
etched in my
face of
brain.
Krypton, man.
The first face I've ever seen on a large movie screen was Terrence Stamp.
Yeah.
And the first true villain I saw was Terrence Stamp. Gene Hackman also in that film. He was number 2. But Terrence Stamp was the first, and he had an impact,
Man.
profound impact on me.
Yeah.
Terrence, I miss you, buddy.
He does miss you a lot. I do too. You're awesome, but yeah. That is a big year, man.
Yep.
Our next person is Graham Greene.
Oh, what a talented
I was
man.
going to try to find a way of describing this person, this actor.
A talented,
just-
talented actor.
Unreal. Again, somebody else that I can't remember not being involved in theater, cinema, TV shows.
I think the role he was probably best known for was on Dances with Wolves.
It was
He
his first big breakout
big,
role.
big, big
that's when
Hollywood breakout
That's
role.
when he was recognized internationally.
Yeah.
And why we're saying internationally, folks, you need to know that.
He's a great Canadian,
Yeah.
which is why we're drinking this great beer.
Yeah.
And in Canada, he was already a well-known
already a star in
actor.
Canada. Yeah.
But yeah, that was his breakout role.
Stage
That's
and
the one.
screen, small screen TV, anything he could get his hands on, he would do, and he was amazing in it.
And again, this is a guy who could do drama, he could do comedy. One of the roles that he did that most people probably don't remember, but there was this great comedy show that lasted almost like 10 years, The Red Green Show.
That's
Which
true.
is like great
Yeah,
Canadian
oh my
film. If
God.
you've never seen The Red Green Show, check it out. But he was like the demolitions expert on the show. And he always had like soot marks on him, and he had the ear protectors because of the blast and this jumpsuit. And whatever conversations he's involved in, he always looked around and was like, what? Huh? He couldn't hear because he'd gone deaf from the blast. But he was hilarious.
Movies today just don't deliver.
I do have to disagree with you because there have been some great films made. You know, like Forrest Gump, The Piano, Dances with Wolves.
I saw that one. Now, the native guy was okay. Should have got the Oscar.
But
And
at the same time, he was dramatic, and he was this,
so
he was that.
you look at the role, like every role that he's taken on, and full disclosure, he is First Nations Canada, right?
Yeah.
But he has played roles where he would portray a character that was First Nations, Canada or in the States, right? But he did so many other roles that were just roles.
It's just a guy. It's got nothing to do with his
character,
nationality.
had
Yeah.
nothing to do with it, and he could play that, and it had nothing to do where he was like he wasn't typecast.
No.
And that's what I love is this guy was so prolific, so amazing as an actor that anybody hiring him, of course, they would go to, can you play this amazing role as a First Nations people? 100%, because he wanted to represent.
But at
if
the
there
same
was
time,
a role
yeah.
where it had nothing to do with it, he could play it as well.
Yeah.
And it was a non-issue. It wasn't even something that was brought up.
And he was believable in anything. He
In
was
anything.
Yeah.
And that guy, and that's why he's on the Canadian Walk of Fame.
Walk of Fame.
Yeah, he
Graham?
was introduced into the Canadian Walk of Fame. So that needs to be recognized. Cheers to you, my friend. Good job, eh?
Now, this next name is a major A-lister, predominantly from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. although
It's
he's
like
still
30 years of being an
although
A-lister.
he still acted well into relatively recently. The legendary Robert Redford.
Ugh,
The man was
that's a legitimate Hollywood star.
The man was like
100%.
the A+ list.
Oh,
Not to mention he was a sex symbol. Women
Yeah,
were like, "Oh,
big
he's so
time.
good looking." I mean,
yeah.
off the top
For
of my head,
30 years, he was a sex
yeah.
symbol. They're like,
yeah,
he's
he's
pull that
he's
off.
one of those guys who aged well, and
Yeah.
even when he was a septuagenarian,
Yeah.
women were like, "Damn, he
Yeah.
looks good." But he wasn't just look good; he was so talented.
Yeah.
I'm off the top of my head, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Oh, I still love that movie
That is
so
such
much.
a great,
I
great
freaking love
film.
that movie.
Butch and Sundance,
Yeah.
The Sting.
Yeah.
He was just
Huge. He was in so many big movies. It's unreal. Like, he was the go-to guy.
Yeah.
Like, he was in a period where there were about 20 like legitimate Hollywood stars that were almost doing every movie that year, and he was always like almost every year he was in something.
like in the 90s
never-
and 2000s, it was Brad Pitt. Before that, it was Robert Redford.
Yeah.
That's-
and people
that's what
would
it was.
like in reference to if you had somebody new in the industry,
Yeah.
a young Robert Redford.
Yeah,
It was
pretty much.
always comparing it to him.
He was the yardstick that people
Yeah.
would measure you against.
That's huge loss, man. It's like, and I'm sure a lot of you are not even aware. Just go check a couple of clips when you're done with us. Go on YouTube, go check out a couple of clips, or just go into whatever streaming service you do have. Go into the menu and just put down his name,
Oh,
and you'll see what. I guarantee
check
you
his
there's
IMDb
movies.
page. You're gonna be like, "Whoa!"
Oh,
I remember
guarantee you, they're all freaking
a
classics.
few years
man.
back, my wife wanted to see this streaming movie. I forget what it was called, but it was Robert Redford and Jane Fonda, and basically he's a widower, she's a widow, and they're neighbors, and they just kind of started to develop this relationship. It's a character piece. It's not a plot piece. It's a
Yeah.
character piece, and it sounds boring because you're like, well, these are people in their 80s who are kind of starting to date, and you're thinking, okay, grandma and grandpa are doing it.
Yeah.
But it was just so compelling because, damn.
Well, those two
Such
actors together.
such fine
Oh,
actors.
jeez, man.
You were like, oh my god, and you felt for them, and their struggles of trying to do this, and it was just, you're like, there's a reason this guy has had such a long-lasting career.
Dude, there's certain people, I'm telling you, like we've talked about this a few times, there's certain actors out there that they could sit down in one of our chairs and read a freaking menu. Read like a takeout menu, and I'd be like, and then what's going on? Like, just
I'm flashing
Oh.
back, there was a Family Guy episode where they did a joke about Bryan Cranston who could sneeze and get an Academy Award.
We now return to Bryan Cranston sneezes.
Thank you.
That was Robert Redford.
There you go.
That was Robert Redford.
Yes, 100%. That was him. Big time, man.
Uh,
Holy
Robert,
Jesus.
thank you for the amazing film.
Yes, amazing career that lasted as long as I can remember. So we did a proper 12-pack.
We did, but boss,
We have honorable mentions, and it's we try to do 6-packs and 12-packs for obvious reasons, right?
but there's just too many names.
Sometimes we have to get like a baker's dozen of beers.
This is beyond Bakers.
More.
We got
This
two
is
more
more,
names
yeah.
because they're so influential.
And they normally would have been in a list if we were doing a top 14. But they're getting which they deserve.
We also followed the list chronologically by
Yes,
date of death
as well.
So
in the honorable mentions, my honorable mention is Ace Frehley from Kiss.
oh my God! Again, Kiss was just such an influential. Kiss brought the glam rock basically with the costumes, the makeup, the whole thing.
If you
It
notice
was a
often in our
spectacle.
background, if you look
Yeah.
at older, even if you go through thumbnails of our episodes, you'll see often there's either a Kiss poster or something referring to Kiss in the background. Huge fan the spectacle of what is Kiss, the showmanship. But Ace Frehley was the first actual hard rock, heavy metal guitarist that we could actually talk about at a young age, like even preteens. It was like having him with the big boots, and he was like this. Just to have him Space Ace, man.
Space Ace.
So he's walking around and he's just playing that. Just the solos he would do was unreal. And he'd have one when he's just playing, and just playing away on. And he would have solos that would last so long.
And Kiss had a signature sound.
Yeah.
They really did, and a big part of that sound was Ace.
Yeah.
It was really, this is what it is, this is who we are, and Ace just doing his licks was just,
even when
iconic.
he went off, when he left Kiss, and he started his solo career, I was still buying his albums, like Ace Frehley. Frehley's Comet was like a major album for him. And he actually had a song that came out not too long ago before he passed away. Like this, in 2025, he had a new song out. I'm going, good for you, man. That's awesome. Because he actually...
Once a star, always a star, right?
I really love his voice, too, man. People don't realize he was a phenomenal singer. I enjoyed his voice very much. And the fact that he just kept on playing and playing and playing and never let up, to me, that's the ultimate star. It's somebody that is passionate and loves it and never quits it. Even when people thought that, oh, he's not around. No, man, he's still around. He's still doing concerts. He's still, he's still involved in the music industry.
A real artist doesn't retire.
No.
They might slow down a bit, but it's part of your life.
You go on hiatus for a little, do something else, and you come right back.
It's part of your life, and you keep doing it. Yeah, it's...
Frehley's Comet, man, gonna miss you.
So long, Ace.
It was awesome. Thanks for the rock show.
Now, this last name on the list, it hit the world really, really hard when he passed away, and it was not too long ago. And I think it's almost fitting that he's last on the list because there's so much to say about this man.
It's eerie, the fact that he's the last
we're
one.
talking about the legendary Rob Reiner. Now, I'm not going to go in the details of how he passed away. We're a celebration of life here.
Yes.
Rob Reiner, most people know him as a highly successful, influential director, and he was.
Most people in this generation, the one right after us, that's how they know him, as that.
But we got to know him as Meathead. That's right.
All in the family.
All in the family. He was Archie Bunker's son-in-law. And he was a very liberal, hippy-dippy kind of guy versus Archie Bunker's conservative, grumpy old man approach. And they were the source of conflict and comedy for most of these episodes. And the world fell in love with him for good reason.
Yeah.
And after acting, he switched over to directing. And the man had, I don't think I can name out 8 films, but he had a string of 8 films in the row that were all box office hits, which is one of the longest streaks.
Do you feel like putting that up?
It's one of the longest streaks of directorial success in the history of cinema to have that many hits. I'm talking The Princess Bride, which was probably, to me, his greatest film.
Yes, to me as well.
Home Alone, all these...
There's most people would not... Hopefully, dude did show you those films. But I'm sure most of you are not even aware that he was actually the director.
And you'll notice that in this list, they're all different genres. They're not all comedies.
No,
they're all different genres.
Everything and anything.
Everything. And as soon as the thing is, it's because he was so passionate about filmmaking. It doesn't matter what the genre was. He'd find a story, he'd find the right actors for it, and he was so passionate about it, it was contagious. And everybody involved in the production would want to give it their all because we're doing it for Rob.
You know what? One of the things that I have the most respect for this guy, as a human being and as a professional in the field, as a director and everything else, is that, to me personally, he was a hardcore left side liberal, almost like his Meathead character. Never, ever, ever did you see that, feel that, or see that in any
He
of his
wasn't
films.
preachy at all.
Never. Like,
Never preached.
His personal views on life, on politics, on everything else. It was like I said, the meathead character, Michael, actually, it's like it's him. Started a film career and go, you know what? I'm going to do this for the people, for the masses.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to preach whatever. I'm just going to entertain.
He wasn't trying
and
to pass
that's
a
why
message.
it worked
Yeah.
so well.
Yeah.
Like, we need more directors like that just want to entertain.
He could
not
dissociate
preach.
his personal beliefs
Yeah.
and focus on the value of the story itself.
Yeah.
And that's what he gave you. And they were all brilliant
Even
stories.
his interviews, not once would you even
Spinal
know.
Tap.
Oh my God, that's true. It's Spinal Tap 2.
Spinal Tap, yeah.
Oh, Spinal Tap 2 as well.
Spinal Tap 2.
Which is going to be coming out.
Apparently, the release date I heard has been delayed because
of course.
Because I don't know that the film is fully edited yet. I think they finished principal photography.
Yeah.
But they'll probably need somebody else to come and direct for the editing.
Still,
yeah.
Okay, most likely because he's still getting credit for the directing.
Of course.
But, yeah, so he actually worked on Spinal Tap 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. But no, this guy is a true artist in the sense that he wanted to share not his own personal values. He wanted to share entertainment. He wanted you to disconnect. He wanted you to have proper escapism. That's why this human being, this director, I am passionate about, because he was able to separate both and recognize that if you want to entertain people, there's certain things, man, you just leave on the sides. And we follow that model for our own show. Right? We try to do our very best to follow
we'll have diatribes sometimes. We got to get some feelings off our chest. But you'll notice we don't get political. We don't get preachy. We just want to have fun and entertain. But I guarantee you, even if you don't realize it, you've seen one of his films and you 100%. Walk out there and say, that was a great movie.
Yeah.
That was great. To me, the top of the list will remain Princess Bride. It's just, to me, that is one of the epic
It
films.
was the very first time that someone found a way to make a princess story for boys and girls.
Yep. And it's got everything. Adventure.
It's unreal.
Absolutely.
And the
Pirates,
fact that
absolutely.
when you
Comedy.
have like even when you have the whole scene where you have the kid and the grandfather, two massive actors there too.
Fred Savage and
Columbo.
why am I drawing a blank on his name? I apologize.
Oh, come on, man. We
Dude's
know
gonna put it
this.
down here, and we're gonna be like, anyways. Yes, Peter Falk.
Yes, Peter Falk. So having that exchange where the kid doesn't want to hear the story because it's a lame kind of, and then the grandfather's like, no. But the fact that he was actually able to pull that off, and you have two grown-ass men, that one of our favorite movies from him is a story of love.
It is.
That's the whole thing. It's a story about love. And it's like, how did you manage that? How did you create a story that pulls in boys and girls, man? That's
you know what?
How many times did that actually happen in film history, man? Not very often.
I don't know if they did or not, if it's even up yet, but I hope that on his tombstones it reads, "As you wish."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If you've seen Princess Bride, you know
Don't
what I'm talking
anything.
about. And if you haven't seen it, go see it. Seriously.
See it. Seriously.
Yeah.
If there's in your list of movies you need to see in your lifetime,
Princess Bride.
The Princess Bride, and it's a must.
Yeah. Anyways, Rob, thank
salute
you for so many great films.
Yeah.
We salute you. Now, I'm personally going to end this episode
I
on a
didn't know
note.
you were going to do... Okay, I thought
I'm
we were
personally
done.
going to end this episode on a note. Actually, before I do, if you like this episode, please subscribe, like, and share.
You know what, dude? That's an awesome idea.
I know.
Folks, it's not difficult,
Subscribe, like, and share.
right? And if you subscribe for the new year, and this is it's a one-time offer. If you started the new year and it's a habit of yours to, say, okay, I'm leaving this behind. I'm gonna have a New Year's resolution. That's a great one to subscribe because you will automatically start losing weight. and you will start
gain confidence, get a raise at work,
gain muscle, and
meet the love of your life.
And everything is just going to happen. It's going to be an amazing 2026, and it's very easy. All you have to do is click and subscribe, and all these beautiful things will happen. Things that on the dude I just mentioned will not necessarily happen.
Nice disclaimer, dude. Now, the note I do want to leave you on is...
There's another note?
Well, that wasn't the note. That was the aside. The note I want to leave you on is basically a wish for 2026.
Oh.
I wish that in January 2027, when we do our Salute to Fallen Stars episode, it's a really, really short one.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
All right.
There's like 3 people on our list.
I hope so. It's a short one.
Yeah.
Long live all the great entertainers out there.
Cheers. We'll see you next time.